You're listening to Metal Attack MTL with Double D here on MetalMessiahRadio.com.
Welcome to Metal Attack MTL, and right now we're standing here with Crimson Shadows. These guys are fucking awesome. I've been checking out their music all last week, getting ready, and let's get more into it. How, for the people who don't know anything about you guys, how would you explain your music in your own words?
I would say it's a mix of power metal and death metal. It's we take like the fast melodies and the happy upbeat element of power metal, but we combine it with like guttural vocals, and the subject matter of our lyrics are mostly just really dark and stuff like that, talking all about battle and war, but we keep it with the power metal side of it, so it's always like fantasy based. There's always dragons or knights and stuff like that, and always fighting a great big epic battle. So
you got I guess a very Dio-esque inspirations when you're songwriting, right?
yeah.
Okay, so your album Glory on the Battlefield, where can people find that?
You can find that online on our Bandcamp website. We have it at all our shows for sale, and a few more websites on it.
We got it's Big Cartel, Bandcamp, and I mean, worst case scenario, if you couldn't find our album, you can just message us directly on Facebook, and we'll find a way to get it to you. You can go to facebook.com/Crimson Shadows Band, and there's crimsonshadowsband.bandcamp.com. You can check out all their stuff there, and also there's I believe it's crimsonshadows.bigcartel.com, and you can get all our merch from there as well.
All right. So when you guys wrote Glory on the Battlefield, who are like the main songwriters? Is this like a big team thing? You guys work together with everything?
Yeah, we work together on everything. Mainly the music is written by Ryan, Corey, and myself, and Jimmy wrote most of the vocals, and we just collaborated together, and all the songs came together over a long period of time, but they're as epic as we could get them, I guess.
Okay, I was looking up, some of your gigs. You shared the stage with some pretty big names.
Yeah.
So tell us about those.
Well, last October, we managed to get lucky enough to open for Dragon Force when they came. It was their first show in North America with the new singer. They were supposed to play LA a couple days before, and that show actually got canceled. So we were kind of all on the fence thinking, are we not going to get to open for these guys? We had done a lot of promotion and told everybody and their grandmother essentially to come to this show, and then it totally worked out that the singer ended up feeling better and he did the show, and I would go down and say that Dragon Force show is probably the best show I've ever played in my life.
So do you have did you get any reviews from any members of Dragon Force themselves?
Yeah, we got a lot of personal feedback from them, and it was all really good, and we were just so proud of ourselves to be in that position that we could actually talk to them personally and get feedback from them. It was great.
So could I get a quote from anybody?
Oh God, I don't.
Sam, I think, said it was sick shit, man, or something. Something like that.
In between beers, but yeah, I'm sure he sputtered out something like that.
Nothing normal, really. Just
you know what's crazy? I just only heard about you guys to myself, and then when I first listened to you guys, right away I thought Dragon Force, sort of feel once the guitarist kicked in, I was like, holy shit, these guys, and then the singing. It's thrashy, yeah. It's it reminds me of something that came out of Europe in the 90s,
Yeah, it was really cool actually, because there was a moment where we were having a couple beers with the guys of Dragon Force in our van, and we were talking about it, and we kind of just subtly just put the CD in. We're just I wonder if they're gonna say we're shit or something like that. And Sam made the comment of, he's like, you can definitely hear the influence that we have on you, but he was happy that we didn't directly rip them off or anything like that. He's like, you can totally tell that we are influenced by them, and at the same time, it's not like we're stealing riffs or doing something like that where it's this is exactly like Dragon Force. He's like, you took what we had and then you made it your own. And then we had a high five.
Back in 2007 when we came out with our first EP, and we just happened to stumble upon the Dragon Force guys and hung out with them. And so we got to know them before we played with them, which is really cool.
Well, how long has Crimson Shadows been a band together?
Since 2006.
So we're just coming up on just past 6 years in I think February or March.
6 years.
Yeah.
And okay, so have you? Would you say you accomplished many of your short-term goals?
Absolutely, yeah. The first couple of years, it was let's play at the Opera House in Toronto, because that was where we saw all the shows. That's where we'd be really proud to play. And then once we did that, okay, well, where can we go from here? Let's play another bigger show at the Opera House. And now we're based on touring. Get out of the city. Let's start getting around to everyone, spreading the word. and that's just our goal right now.
Well, it's good to be have you guys here on Canada Day of all the.
Yeah, most definitely. It's great to be in Montreal on Canada Day. We caught the fireworks last night. Did you get a chance to see them?
No, and I'm not gonna get to see them tonight either because of you guys.
Oh, sorry, man. Sorry, man. We'll try and make it up to you. But there was we ended up going past. There's this it's kind of like Darien Lake or something. There's like roller coasters. There's like some Six Flags.
Laurent.
Type of there, and I swear to God, man, like this, the fireworks show we saw last night was the best show I've ever seen in my entire
We had
life.
a great seat, like on a friend's balcony. We were just
On a
straight
rooftop,
off
sitting on a fire escape on this like rickety old thing, and we're just all standing up and looking up. Oh man, it was really good. I love this
highlighted
city.
the tour for sure.
So in terms of writing and that, like, are you guys currently working on any new material?
Yeah, we're working on a lot of new
Always.
stuff. It's not coming together as fast as we'd like to get it together, but we will definitely have something new to look at in the next couple months or so.
And what really drives like the songwriting? Is it like books, movies?
Yeah, there's a lot of fantasy books, a lot of epic Conan, like stuff like that.
We've always just been into that. It's really funny that when I first started like hanging around these guys, one of the first things we used to talk about was actually like our love for like Forgotten Realms books or Wheel of Time, other things. And just like actually part of our friendship was based just like on our love for fantasy and Lord of the Rings and everything like that. And when all those movies came out, we all went to go see them together and stuff like that. And then it just, I don't know, it kind of worked out that I was singing in a band and these guys were all playing in like another band, and both those bands fell apart within like a 1 month period of each other. And all of us had agreed that we don't want to give up music, so we just got together and that was it, man.
And it just happened to work out that you just got along too. So.
Yeah, we started with a huge family tree of all of us, and it whittled its way down to Crimson Shadows. But there's 4 or 5 bands that we branched off of. So.
Okay, so what else is coming up later on this year or in the coming year for Crimson Shadows?
Well, we're finishing off the tour this week. We're going out to Halifax, Moncton, Fredericton, and after we're done that, we're planning gigs for October and the fall. We might go on another tour then, and we're just trying to get out and get on the road. Just staying in one spot isn't good enough for us anymore. So.
No, yeah, we always just try and we've got it. It's I guess essentially we're just going like to the next level is what we want to try to do. But that stuff, man, it is like so much easier when you read about it than when you actually do it. Like even still, we've been on tour for 4 days, and so far we've had to replace the engine in our van on the very first day, and today we switched out the battery because that's done, man. It's just like. From Toronto to Ottawa, it's supposed to be a 4-hour drive. It took us 7.5 hours because the traffic is so bad. It was unreal. But no matter what, doesn't matter. You can just keep looking forward. Always got to stay positive, and you can't let the little stuff just get to you.
Right, really good, really good. Thanks for that. All right, and before I let you guys go, I want to know if 2 bands fucked in Crimson Shadows was the child. What 2 bands would be the parents? You first.
Dads would be the parents. Say Rhapsody and Dragon Force, maybe.
I would say it's probably a mix of like Kalma and Dragon Force or the Black Dahlia Murder, because I do a lot of the switching vocals of the high rasps to the low growls and then the mid-range as well, and that's where I got my influence from them. The Black Dahlia Murder is definitely my top 5 bands. Always love those guys.
All right, well, thanks a lot. And the album that is out right now is called
Glory on the Battlefield.
So check it out. This is Crimson Shadows.
You're listening to Metal Attack MTL with Double D here on MetalMessiahRadio.com.